Okay. What's the plan? You've got the party, Imperial ships on the scanner, docking. You want to get the droid before they get the droid. What's the plan?
You're going to the main hangar.
You're going to the main hangar.
We could just follow them and then I look to Voka and say, then this guy, Voka, you just murder them straight up. Like, no one's gonna care, really. And then he can just lead us right to the droid.
I'm for that plan.
Carrie turns her head and says, outright slaying of Imperial targets would cause great difficulties ever being in any Imperial systems again, especially doing business.
I mean, I'm okay with that. But as first mate, I don't get the final say. So, Captain, what do you think about that? Do you slave trade often with the Empire, or do you not really engage with that?
I don't slave trade often with anybody. What I will say...
So it's like a rare thing for you. You only do it sometimes?
It's a never thing. Anyways, so with regards to what we're going to do, I don't think that following them is a bad idea. However, I think we need to be able to get ahead of them. And in order to get ahead of them, we need information that they have. So they clearly have been brought here for a reason, or they know that the droid is here somehow. How'd they find that out?
It is possible for me to steal Imperial information from their ship.
Ooh, I like the idea of that.
Okay, so you're gonna head towards the main hangar. The main hangar is behind the as I described, the city center was like a thermometer shape, and there's a big hangar behind that. The ball, where those to busyness and the hanging out is. You head there as quick as possible, and like I said, the roof of the city center is glass, and you can see a triangular Imperial ship, gleaming white. Looming down, it blocks out the light to the hangar, or to the city center as it goes down, flanked by 2 TIE fighters. It's actually a very intimidating display, and I'm gonna need you all to make fear checks. Real quick. This is either discipline or cool. It is 2 difficulty. Voka, you have a blue dice on this.
Sweet.
Alright. Makes sense.
It makes perfect sense.
Sorry, I'm just checking something really quick. Okay, cool. Cool? Or discipline? Well, I'm not very disciplined, but I am hella cool. Okay, well.
Okay, Jack, you're gonna gain 1 strain. Gratz, you're gonna gain 2 strain. But you can use that advantage to give you someone a blue on their next action, at least, because the fear is like amping you up. It's terrifying, but the stakes are high, and it's kind of exciting at the same time.
I just gonna like stop while we're walking, just look up and go, you think that's the Imperial ship?
Yes, I do.
Indeed.
They're not the most subtle group of people, are they?
I do not think they are going for subtlety.
You'd be surprised how far a little subtlety could take you.
she just looks at you like the zoom lens. Okay, so, you do get there as the ships are, like, landing. You get to the city center as the ships are landing. Immediately you can tell, like, people are stirred and confused. Everyone knows of the Empire. We actually, the Empire has been around for a long time, but it is not all-reaching. Some people were glad that this was a place that seemed to be out of the Empire's reach, so a lot of people are rushing to their starports. Of course, the people who are rushing towards the major starport directly here in the grand hangar door. The grand hangar door is shut. And there are people like clamoring to open it up as you get to the city center. How are you gonna deal with this? What's next? Go.
So we need to get in there. We need to get information from the ship. We need to figure out where they're going, and then go from there.
I try to see if I notice any type of like area that like a small person such as myself could get through to open up the door from the other side.
Yeah. That's a perception with a blue die because you are carrying over your fear advantage. It is difficulty. Difficulty 2. I mean, this is the kind of thing you actually do quite often. For better or worse.
Very true. Let's see.
Hey!
Excellent.
So I'm
That's
just
another
gonna
advantage.
look
So go.
over and just like, all right. See that ventilation shaft up there? It's like conveniently Gratz size. So I think if I skedaddle up over there, get on through, pop this little door open from the other side, these guys are gonna go like nuts.
Perfect.
Absolutely crazy, which I think will give us a great opportunity to go in and do what we're gonna do with the ship.
You can hear
Muted.
muffled.
Will was trying to talk.
Oh.
Wow.
You can hear muffled blaster shots from inside the spaceport.
All right. On
Do it.
second thought,
There is a
You're
hiss
going up there and you're opening the door. Oh,
as
All right.
the locks in the door do start to. You can see the mechanisms starting to move, but it's a slow one.
all right. I go and I do the thing that I said I was gonna
That
do.
is a what is it?
Coordination?
Coordination. It's a coordination check.
I have that one blue dice carrying over, right?
Yeah, if you want to use that perception again, yeah, and double. Yep. So, 2 difficulty, 1 blue.
so I'm just going to be aiming at that door.
Okay.
Oh my god, the advantages!
So this actually works very well. While you're climbing up, you can actually see through easily. And what you see, Gratz, the number of stormtroopers, an Imperial officer leaving the main shuttle, followed by a very large armored individual. You're like, and you manage to convince the party to get away from the main crowd. Round to the side of the door in the shadow of it. Like, Voka, you could still definitely have an aim, but, like, a much more casual, like, not center of the
Yeah.
attention aim as you see this all happening, and they are... you actually haven't seen much Empire, Gratz. But it's clear that they're about to make a statement.
Yeah, I literally just come back down and I'm like, look. So, fun fact about the doors, I think they're about to open themselves, and I've never been party to a mass killing before, but I think that's what's about to happen, so we should, like, not be here.
There is a loud rumbling as the
That-
main blast doors go down. You want to do something, Voka?
Okay. I just look at him. That vent goes to the other side of the door.
Sure does.
Can I throw my grenade through the vent?
You can try. It's a ranged light roll. I am going to give you 2 black due to the difficulty of this, as well as a... I think grades are always medium range, so it's a 2 difficulty with 2 black die on a ranged light roll.
So 2 difficulty, 2 black die. Okay. Now, can I take 2 strain to get an aim on that?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Cool.
I'm willing to allow this.
Okay, and I have. I know I have a skill with thrown weapons. Let me have a look what it is. Strong arm. Treat thrown weapons as they are 1 greater range.
Oh, that's excellent. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, here we go.
So,
I'd like to hide.
Yeah, now we move. Like Voka's smart enough to know, throw it and sees it go in and goes,
yeah, it's exactly that. There's like the grenade like bounces inside, and like we gotta get out of here before that blows. You can hear the kind of muffled speech of under stormtrooper helmets. Of, what's that noise? Like turning and shifting. I think it's time for all of you to make a check to get the hell out of there. I just need to find out what check it is. Let me snoop on Gratz's ship again. I think it is just athletics. Just running. Just athletics. Athletics 2. Difficulty.
Oh, God.
There is going to be 2 black die due to how crowded it is.
athletics, 2 difficulty, 2 black die.
Yup.
Exactly neutral.
Excellent.
Is there any way that I can make some kind of check to try to find a pass for us to get, like, cut through? It's gonna make
Yeah,
it
it's just
a
gonna
little
take more
easier.
time.
Okay. Well,
That would be
maybe
perception.
not. I mean, I'm trash at athletics. Like,
That's fair. If you guys again, so this is me just trying to run while you two
You're
are
like
like,
trying
no,
to
that way, no,
not
that way,
only
no,
just
that way.
run, you're trying to secure the protection of these
Yeah.
two, as well as
Um,
carry, but less so. They're a droid; they can handle themselves. And it's
So,
like you can't cut through the crowd in such a way. The crowd is just frozen in fear.
so perception with how many difficulty dice? Ollie?
For the perception.
How many
Difficulty 3, 1 black die, which you counteract.
Which I counteract, yeah. Okay, cool.
There are no vehicles around here, are there?
I'll tell you in a second, maybe. Oh my
Not so
god!
much in the city center. Okay, so the blast doors open wide, ironically allowing the grenade to explode. Grenade does 8 damage. There is a blast of fragmation and explosion from inside the hangar. A stormtrooper spins out of the hangar. You can see quite clearly. Actually, the view isn't exactly clear because of the bustling. And you've been trying to get out and trying to move, and trying to follow Gratz and trying to get out of this melting pot of chaos. You can see.
It's why I failed. I turned around to watch.
You see the explosion. You see another stormtrooper take like a brunt of the blast and like stagger. You see clearly an Imperial officer. Their garb is less armored with a white cloak around them. Their features are actually quite hard to see because they are being covered by this huge individual wearing black armor. When you actually get a better view of them, they appear to be a Duros, which is a blue-skinned alien race. They kind of have this armored hood and all these things. It's just kind of like over the officer in a very bodyguard-like stance. And the rest of the stormtroopers are ready, like positioned, ready to fire with their heavy weaponry. And of course, the blast causes so much more chaos and the moving of the herd of people. You hear a very similar sort of static noise as the Imperials commandeer the speaker systems outside here. And as the smoke clears, the officer kind of steps forward and speaks into their arm piece. Like, Vagabonds and smugglers of Grey Market, your station is now under control of the Empire. Please turn your hostilities somewhere else. We only wish to control and manage trade of this station, and your coordination and your help through this transition will secure peace to another arm of the galaxy. Continued acting out will be paid for in blood. And then it cuts off, but you can clearly hear, like, I want whoever threw that explosive, they want them down at my feet.
What is the
All right.
thing to be doing right now?
that sounds
Trying
like
to get away. Trying to get out, but it's one of those things where so many people are trying to get out, some people are trying to get in. It's like nothing is happening because of it. It's how stampedes happen.
Yeah. So,
Oops.
since it's a complete standstill right now, I mean, I'm just gonna stand still for the moment and kind of let people pass me. Rather than actually contributing to the movement, I'm actually going to do what might be the smarter thing and let people pass by me so that there opens up space around me.
Neat. The rest of you can kind of like follow that lead.
Yeah. I'm staying with him, so I do whatever. If he moves to the side or like stands aside, I will do
I'm
the
literally
same.
just standing still at an angle to allow passage.
Absolutely, I get it. And there are people running. There are people running to another nearby spaceport. And the officer's like, yes, we appreciate your support of the great empire in this moment. As some people do, kind of like they get down on their knees and things like that. And more stormtroopers come out of the shuttle to take control of the station, and they're kind of strong-arming their way into the crowd and stuff like that. The Duros bodyguard of his standing behind him menacingly. There's some quieter conversation happening. You imagine they're probably looking for that droid in this moment of chaos.
Is the droid anywhere around here?
Well, wouldn't that be a great little chance for a perception check to difficulty 2 black die. You do have force points.
That's a good point.
Do you want me to make this check? Because if I do so,
You counteract the black die.
I can negate both black die because I have big ears.
Yeah, I think you
Yes.
should, and I think we should use a force point as well.
Okay. Which gives me 1 blue dice.
1 upgrade.
Oh,
It gives you
right.
1 point of upgrade, yeah. You have no blue dice, you just counteract the black dice.
So it's just a 2 difficulty purple.
And 1 upgrade.
And
Okay.
upgrade.
Oh yeah.
You can see stormtroopers weighing through the crowd, kind of pushing people back in both controlling, but they're also clearly scanning the area. You think they're not just scanning for the threats, they're obviously probably looking for that droid, and you see off down the street, past the crowd, a little red droid, like, peeking around the corner, essentially, and, like, reeling back away. You see it just as it's starting to get the hell out, but, like, you can just tell from the way it's moving, it doesn't know.
I will do this, like tapping you on the leg with a little paw and pointing at the other one, like at the same time, like, hey, there he is, there he is.
One moment. There's a threat.
Yep.
I can't do anything with 1 threat.
I'll take back.
Instead of having something bad happen, though, you can choose to take 1 strain on a threat instead of me going, oh, okay, narrative is mine to bend.
Yeah, I'll take a strain, that's fine.
Cool.
Good. Good.
In that case, I'm just gonna do another tap on the back for Voka to pay attention and then move, basically.
Yep.
Yeah.
How do you want to get through the crowd?
Just, again, doing the jackknife movement of just slowly sidling through and letting people pass me, just very much making it appear that I'm allowing for orderly movement of people and really, like, you know, presenting as much as I can a presence of, we are just trying to walk.
It's a
away.
cool check.
Yeah.
Cool difficulty 2.
Oh, nice.
I am gonna use Dark Side Point to upgrade your difficulty.
Ooh.
In order to do that, I put the upgrade on the right-hand side.
Yes.
Okay. That's
Hey!
You handled my challenge dice expertly, sir. Oops. I rolled nothing. You didn't see that. You lead the party. Again, you're just... You know how people act in these kind of situations, and you let that happen. It also makes you look less suspicious to a bunch of stormtroopers who have a lot of people to deal with, a lot of aliens. They're going to be less focused on a single human.
If I can't even see me.
racism.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
And like, I'm behind him, like hunched down a bit, so my gun's not showing. But I'm obviously still got it ready, and I'm just sort of like moving through behind him.
Yeah, absolutely. He kind of creates that path that you can travel through.
Yeah.
You get to this side street where the droid is, and you can see the droid's backed itself into a there's like no way out of this other than climbing up a pile of trash and containers. The droid is actually stuck in here.
What's around here in terms of like things that we could use to say hide this droid? Or,
Containers
like,
and trash.
Containers and trash. Is there a trash can? That
Oh,
would
yes.
fit over it?
Absolutely.
Very specific. Great, cool. Then we're going to just put the trash can over the droid.
You do
Flip
that,
the
and there
trash
is a.
Hey, it's okay. We're gonna get you out of here.
That is a charm check. Difficulty 2.
Good thing I'm terrible at that.
Well, if there's only one way in here, while all this is happening, I'm just literally just aimed at the door.
Yeah,
Just
Carrie
ready.
does that as well, but she she does that as well.
2 difficulty?
Yes.
Sorry, did you say? Yeah, perfect.
It's not exactly a success, but the droid is quiet.
Okay.
Now here is a side note. The way languages work in the system is a little bit balked, but would any of you have a reason to speak astromech?
Would probably.
I
unless
mean-
he was lying about.
I
being a
think
monster
that's a
droid.
no. Okay, Carrie can translate. That's fine.
Yeah. Thank you. All right. So got it upside down in the trash bin.
You got it upside down.
Flipping the trash bin upside down. So lifting it. So the trash is the right way.
The
up.
trash bin
neck
is upside down, but it's covering the droid, so the droid can wheel around.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and then essentially pulling him with us and just guiding out.
That is a lovely. What the fuck roll is that, Mr. Man?
Deception.
Elf?
Can I use
It
that?
is deception. It is deception. I'm gonna give you difficulty 3, but I am gonna give you a blue dice
For my creative use of trash.
for your creative use and the situation. Actually, gonna give you 2 blue dice because it's also chaos
Okay.
right
Star
now.
Wars loves trash.
It
I
does.
know.
Very on brand.
I think they literally do this with BB-8 in one of the movies. This exact
They do.
maneuver.
They literally just grab a trash can and put it on BB-8.
Cause he's trash.
This is another completely neutral role. But
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
I'll allow the advantages to
What the hell happened?
play out.
Okay, I know exactly what happens. You try to get through the crowd with this. You're 4 people trying to get through the crowd with a big bulky trash can, and then R5 is a big unit, and it's a big trash can. And every time you kind of like bump him into something, there's like "Bap, bap, bap, bap," like from inside the can that's muffled. And just bear in mind, I'm not trying to make like an R2 noise. He does sound that crappy.
Yeah.
He sounds like a R2 unit that smoked 50 a day. But as you
Got a
go,
smoker's beep.
you don't move very fast, but you move past the cantina with the bounty hunters, and Carrie just go in here, and we'll actually like
I don't know if that's a great idea.
press the press.
I push.
Press the
We need
button
to
on the door.
Transfer the data first. We need to transfer the data first before we can come back in here. We're not just giving up the mech. This is the point. We need to transfer the data first.
We need to get away from those troopers.
Then this is a stop, but not the final
Hunters.
destination. Fair?
Hunters have honor.
Good. Let's go.
And will, you know, she saunters in.
Mm-hmm.
Making you guys look like you own the place. Buying you know, a moment, because this place is understandably on edge, but also, like, you go in and someone's like, no, don't close that door, and like lock it down, and like they press the button to like actually lock down the door. It's a bounty hunter's cantina, and Imperials are around. They're not gonna take a risk right now. It's not super busy. There's a little bit of tinny music playing. No games going on. Still a few people at the bar. But a lot of people are, you know, checking their communicators and things like that. And a screen where bounties are displayed, which is currently a little bit staticky.
I'm going to be watching the room and watching that screen.
I'm gonna go up to the bar and get a drink.
Oh my god.
Absolutely.
I am staying with the droid. I'm staying with both of the droids the whole time, not letting anyone near, really. I'm not very intimidating, but I'm just, you know.
Don't worry.
myself-
I'd
Don't
be,
worry.
I'd be.
You please give me a coercion for him, Voka.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I can do that.
Difficulty
Difficulty?
3. You are in a
He's
bounty
actually-
hunter tavern.
Yeah.
Grudge, you just go up and spend 5 credits and get yourself a beer.
Yeah.
Coercion. Nope.
I'm gonna.
Oh
chat to
no. I know what that's gonna mean.
Yeah, this is exactly what happens, Tesh. Unless you want to take the strain.
Oh, you know what? I will take the strain. I will 100% take the strain.
There is
'cause this
a
could
moment
really
where
shit.
you see the bounty board flicker, and
Oh.
like your body tenses, but then nothing happens. People have their own things to deal with here. Some people are clearly they're aware of your presence and that you guys waltzed in. No one seems to recognize that either of you have bounties right now. The Gand, who you've been having some trouble with, that clearly knew Gratz, is not in here right now.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back over to Jack. And you just feel like a paw tug on your thing. I'm just like, Jack, can I borrow 5 credits? I already ordered the drink, and this is gonna cause like a problem if I don't pay him now. I think.
You're lucky that I have money still left over. I have 25 credits left over total. And so, yeah, I'm going to give you 5
Snap a
credits.
credit chip.
Perfect. I put the credits in my pocket, and then go over to the bar and grab my beer. I've already paid the man 5 credits out of my 25 credits that I had remaining. Just come back over and say, thanks, buddy.
I put my hand out. Having
Oh,
watched you do this entire
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, there's
you
nothing
wanna-
else to look at. You just watch them.
Yeah.
I'd like my 5 credits back.
Oh, that's the fee for helping you out with your little scheme
Nope.
here.
No, the fee for helping us out with the scheme was to take you on our ship, which I have graciously agreed to.
Well, how are you going to fly your ship without the first mate?
How am I going to fly the ship without my 5 credits?
There is a explosion. Not in the tavern,
Perfect timing.
cantina, but there is a, like, the feeling of an explosion in orbit. You feel the shake, the shockwave. And it immediately, like, it blinks out the screen. The bounty hunters are immediately, like, checking, and some people start, like, chatting and seeing what's happening. And Carrie does the same little
What's the word, Carrie?
A ship just tried to leave the station and was shot down by Imperial TIE fighters.
That sounds about right, yeah.
This station is clearly being blockaded. It was not one of the 2 TIE fighters they brought here. My chair just broke! The leady bit just broke!
Kid, you're not
Oh
Oh no!
no! You know what happened? The other day, I saw a screw on the floor, and I was like, "What's that?"
Oh no!
I don't know where I put it.
wrong.
I'm just gonna have to prop for the rest of the stream.
Yep.
Awkwardly.
Well, this is certainly going to get interesting.
You ever blown through a blockade before?
No.
Look, it looks like he's about to respond, and then he replies just...
Carrie's
Another
eye
guy.
blinks a few times. Like, large ship has just... And, like, looks out the window. Slightly. Would any of you like to take a cheeky peeky?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah?
Ski.
The street outside is cast in shadow.
I
Above...
can still see.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Above, through the glass, you see an Imperial destroyer. But it looks different. There's strange orb-like shapes attached to it. To those who have seen destroyers, and you would have, an Imperial propaganda, if you've not seen them in person. This is noticeably different. It immediately kind of makes you feel like a feeling in the pit of your stomach. Just a presence thing, and like the whole bar is like looking in the window, like. Oh. You're muted, Will. Or talking too quietly for you.
I was probably talking into my hand. So, is there any reason for those orbs from an actual use case standpoint that I can tell for piloting purposes? Or
You know what, Mr. William? You know what, Mr. William? What I could offer you is a warfare intelligence check.
Ooh.
It's going to
like
be a 3 difficulty. I will give you a blue dice for the piloting aspect. I'm so mad about this chair. 3 difficulty,
Yeah.
1 blue die.
And it's a lore check?
It's a warfare check.
Warfare check. Nope, 1 threat. I'll just take the strain. Just before anything is said about that, I will take the strain. I had to think real hard.
You have no clue what's why this is different. There is the.
Well, that's probably not good.
There is an exhalation from a little dude, not Grants, a different little dude, a different unrelated little dude, Talpini, who are 2 feet tall aliens with big heads. And he kind of looks like a pilot. Doesn't look like a bounty hunter. It's just kind of the way he carries himself. Like, that's just great. That's just excellent. Now, I've seen one of these before. That thing, it breaks hyperdrives. Now there's no getting off of this station.
Well, if our hyperdrive wasn't already broken, that would be a terrible problem. I mean, it sucks for everyone else, too. I'm not... Alright.
I put a hand over his mouth.
Carrie will actually speak up because Jack is having a little ration pack. And will say, tell us about this vessel. Well, I was doing... I was washing my hands of a particular pirate crew, and the Imperials had this thing show up with a retinue of other ships. And, you know, hyperdrives, they don't work when you're near a planet. They just don't work, and this makes it tricks your hyperdrive into thinking there's a planet right there. The only way to get past it would either be have a real good astrogator, real good navigomputer, or to be the best dang pilot in the galaxy and outrun all the TIE fighters and get out of the well.
How did you get out?
Well, Talpini's ship is a lot smaller than a ship for someone like you, so I hid my little star skiff on the other side of an asteroid and waited for them to leave.
Very much looks away like a that's not like looks back to Jack like a that's not helpful sort of look like god dang it.
Alternatively, there are ways to not be detected in the first place. There are ways.
There are?
Yes, there are.
There's a from the box, and Carrie like does it, and he does not wish to stay on this station. He says he has somewhere to be.
Where does he have to be?
Alderaan.
God damn it! Really? Of all the.
That sounds great.
That is a strange reaction.
Jack just actually sits down at like any.
Yeah, just at the booth. Yeah.
Just puts his elbows on the table, hands covering his face. Just, of course, it had to be.
What was the other robot's name again? I keep it Carrie. We're looking at Carrie. Can you get the data?
We will need somewhere quieter than this, but I am registering no life forms in the club behind that door. And like nods to, like I said, the cantina and the club are like side by side. There's a thoroughfare through, but there's like it's like a fairly secure door. You imagine it'd probably be a bouncer, but there isn't right now because of all the chaos. But it's still a locked door.
Perfect.
I open the door.
Yeah.
So I just go and try to open the door.
You're like tap tap tap. Red light.
What do I have to roll to pick the lock?
Ooh, that's a skullduggery
Slice.
check.
Hold
That's
on.
a skullduggery
Wait,
check
is there-
or a slicing check. Yeah.
If you're going for the skullduggery, I may just stop you. How competent are you at that?
Very.
Is there a slicing?
Very,
There's
very?
not.
Like very-ish.
Carrie turns her head to Jack. I do not believe him.
On a
I've
scale.
sliced a door or two in my day.
Oh, you're gonna slice it? Is that the idea here? Because okay, look. Here's the thing. I'm all right at this. Are you better than me at it?
I mean, I don't have any type of metric with which to gauge that, but I am confident that I'm at least as good as you at that.
Okay, just to break for a moment, I have 1 skill point in it and 3 total, so I have 1 yellow die and 2 green die.
Okay. Great.
That does not change Grat's actions.
Are you? Whatever. Go for it. Sure. Set up.
So am I rolling skullduggery?
Yeah. This is
What's
going to
the
be
challenge
a 3 difficulty.
Okay.
Success. Don't worry about the
Oh,
threats.
no.
Think about the success.
Just take the strain, please.
I will take
We
this.
cannot afford an alarm going off right
So I feel
now.
like while we're having this conversation, I'm like messing around with the door. Then it's just like something happens. And the
There's a
door
spark
opens, and I'm
like in your face. You're like, ah.
I'm like,
And the door.
What did I say? After you, Capitan.
I will go through the door and look like
Yeah.
around and
You see an empty club. Clearly, people have run away mid-celebration, so there's like glasses on the floor and stuff like that.
is there like a front main door?
Yes.
I'm immediately going
Potentially-
to see if I can.
Yeah.
I'm going to immediately go to see if I can lock it.
Yeah. You can activate like a basic lock. You don't know how good it'll be, but I mean that door was pretty. Well, it's locked.
And I'm just going to set up next to that. Do your thing.
Like yeah. Imagine your door is quite near the bar of this club, and Carrie kind of pushes the trash droid and takes the trash can off, and then just kind of like kneels by it and like goes to like scomplick it, and the droid is
Let's hold on then.
the panels open and all sorts of components go to Carrie's face, which just reels back. This droid has seen better days. Now you got a really good look at it. It's bright red with teal accents, so a lot of the like components to open up are teal panels. It shows some wear and tear, but not damage. This is an R5 droid, so they are the ones that have the flat cone-like heads and 3 eyepieces. Yeah, he's struggling.
Okay. Hold on here. Let's just slow down for a minute. I'm gonna kneel down beside the...
By the way, the music is still playing in this club. Just a side note.
Yeah. Just gonna kneel down beside the R5 and just say, is that data going to Alderaan?
That's a charm. It's a charm, 2 difficulty charm.
Let's just take the strain.
It does not respond.
Well, I cannot help you get off-world if I don't know where you're going. I know you're wanting to go to Alderaan. I really don't want to go to Alderaan. So you gotta give me a damn good reason to take you to Alderaan.
Give me a charm, 2 difficulty.
Can I take 1 strain from that so you only
Yes,
have 1 threat
yeah.
to work with? I'm gonna do that. So you have 1 threat to work with here. But it is successful.
The droid rattles off a series of beeps and boops after a pause. It seems very excited, which is why I'm not going to make all of them, because it's quick and fast, and the droid wiggles slightly with it. And Carrie even like stands up and takes him over and says, "The droid is not carrying information. It is carrying a package that must be returned to its owner."
Who's the owner? That's the question.
Aronta Regal.
Ronto Regal.
He says that she knew she would be imprisoned by the Empire and so stored him away here. And this restraining bolt on him is a fake.
Yeah, that makes sense. I hate to break it to you, buddy. If your friend was imprisoned by the Empire, probably didn't make it out.
Especially if they're here now.
Yeah. But you want to go to Alderaan. Toronto from Alderaan?
There's a beep that you can clearly tell is a yes. Bam.
I take it Toronto is part of the Resistance then, the Alliance looking to overthrow the Empire.
It doesn't reply. But Carrie will say, the odds are very high.
This is all good and fine, but unless this droid can actually navigate us past that giant ball ship, then we're not getting anywhere.
Navigating isn't going to be the issue, because we won't be able to navigate anywhere unless we can get past the blockade in the first place.
Well, that's
There's
what I'm saying.
and it's like, I can. The R5 droid claims it can to astrogation faster than any other droid you've ever met.
Jack kind of looks a little bit taken aback, because that is not a thing that a droid would ever normally say. And
Yeah!
It's like, okay, all right. Well, that's all well and good, but we still need to be able to get past a bunch of TIE fighters. And I will be honest with you, the Thranta is not capable of that.
Plus, that pilot said that we need the best pilot in the galaxy.
Yeah, that part's not so much of a problem.
I know. You're looking right at him.
What?
Look at me. Not at. Don't look at him.
Look, I'm confident that I can get us through the blockade if we had a ship that could manage it. And I will be honest with you, the Thranta cannot.
Well, why don't we
love that
go
ship.
borrow a ship that can?
Because then I lose my ship.
No, you gain a new ship. Thranta 2.
I like my ship. I like my ship a lot.
Carrie even puts a hand out to like something. He says he can make your ship work.
Alright, so now I know this droid is broken because that's...
I saw your ship. It has more firepower than most ships its size.
Yeah, it does.
We would only need to outrun the fighters.
That's a good point.
In its current shape, the Thranta cannot do it. So, can't be in its current shape. Gotta fix it.
Just look straight. Look down.
Well, that is what you originally asked for my help with, so I mean... As long as... And I looked at Voka. As long as you're willing to carry around all the crap I need and put it where I tell you, we can make it work.
Jack just nods.
There's
Jack
a
nods at
Oh.
that and just says, for the moment. But I will say, Voka, if he gets you to do anything that would not be normal for this behavior, you do have my permission to shoot him.
Thank you.
As
All right.
first mate, I veto that permission.
Yeah. As this conversation
denied.
rattles on, we take a break. I want to see if I can fix my dang chair.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Oh, what's this screw?
Yeah. Okay. All right. I understand what I did with Stoops. But what would you expect from me?